Back here, WHIP, Philly's #1 college radio station. We'll talk some Temple football right now as they host Cincinnati this week, Saturday, 12 o'clock over at Lincoln Financial Field. And we're now joined by starting linebacker number 32, Tyler Matakevich. Tyler, Zach Gelb here, Temple Sports Hour. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great myself. Election day was yesterday. President Obama will be in office for another 4 years. I'm just curious, did you get out to the polls and vote yesterday?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, who'd you pick, if you don't mind sharing?
I went with Obama.
Well, so did I, so there's something that we both have in common. Why'd you pick President Obama to go for 4 more years?
I don't know. I just thought he would do a better job.
All right, well, you're a kid from Connecticut. How'd you find your way to Temple? You're a freshman this year.
It all happened after I went to Milford Academy, a prep school. And while I was down there, Coach Fry and Coach Rule is not with us anymore, but they contacted me. They just fell in love with me up there. And then when I came down to Temple, I just fell in love with Temple.
So you're a freshman. You come into this team. What was that first thought when you walked into the locker room, met the coaches and all the guys?
It was an exciting feeling. I just couldn't wait to get out on the field and just finally show them what I could do.
Did you ever think you'd have that chance to compete for a starting job that you ultimately won?
To be completely honest, no. I came in just trying to work as hard as I could, and whatever my role was to help the team out, that's what I was going to do.
One real strong point about this team this year has been you and Nate D. Smith at that linebacking position. Just talk about the teammate that Nate is.
Nate's a great player. Everyone sees it. He flies around, he makes plays. He's a playmaker. So, me and him out there, it's sort of nice. Like, we're always on the same page, like, watch film together and stuff. So, making us stronger players.
We're talking to Tyler Matakevich. And Tyler, your team plays Cincinnati this week. Cincinnati has 2 losses on the year, and they both came when they've been on the road. Since you guys are the home team, do you feel like you have a little bit of advantage going up against Cincinnati this week?
You love playing home and stuff like that, but we got a big success on our hands, and we just need to capitalize on all our opportunities and do all our jobs, and we'll be successful.
This team, they faced some tough running backs over the last few weeks. Pittsburgh had 2 nice backs, so did Louisville as well. What have you seen so far on tape this week of George Wynn, the running back for Cincinnati?
They have 2 great running backs. They got one they have the other guy, so one's like a power guy, one's a speed guy. So we definitely have our hands full. But we're doing a lot of preparations and stuff, and just preparing for them the best that we possibly can.
How have you prepared a little bit differently? Because the last 2 weeks you haven't had that much success. Has there been anything Adagio's been doing differently in practice this week to get you ready for these 2 running backs?
We've been doing the same things we've been doing all year. We just need to focus in a little more and just fix all the mistakes that we've been making and just do our jobs, and we'll be successful.
And one part where you really struggle this year has been the defensive line. You don't have a lot of depth from some things that have happened off the field. Do you guys think you have enough players to go out there and beat Cincinnati this week at the defensive line position?
Absolutely. We're a young team. Everyone knows that. But, we're not going to quit, and everybody's working and doing everything that they possibly can to make our team better. So, all we got to do is just keep working as a team, and we'll be successful.
You are young, and this is your first year at the program, and this is Temple's big-time comeback into the Big East. How does it feel to be a part of this movement that Adagio and everyone is bringing here to Temple University?
It's phenomenal. Temple, we were blessed to have this opportunity to come back into the Big East, so we definitely want to make the best out of it, and that's what we're just trying to do.
Zach Gelb here, WHIP, Philly's #1 college radio station, talking to starting linebacker number 32, Tyler Matakevich. And Tyler, a few more questions right before we let you run. You guys have a quarterback controversy, so does Cincinnati. From everything I've been reading so far this week, they haven't named their starting quarterback yet with Munchie Legault or Brandon Kay. How does that change your preparation, not knowing who the starting quarterback will be for Cincinnati?
It won't change our preparation. We'll go in thinking that we'll get either or, so we'll be ready for whatever they throw at us.
And Munchie Legault, he's been a quarterback that has struggled lately, but when he has been at his apex and he's been on the field, he's able to step up, make that big throw, and he's also dominant on the run game. Has Chris or Kevin Newsome, any of those guys, been able to replicate what Munchie Legault could bring this week in practice?
Just like what happened when we played South Florida, Newsome, they're running, does a phenomenal job at giving us a great look at an athletic quarterback. So it's great having him back there running the reps and stuff so we can get a really good look at it.
Kevin Newsom, he's got some reps this week in practice with Chris Coyer. How's that competition working out right now in practice?
I'm not quite too sure. I'm on the other side of the field, but I can imagine it's going pretty well.
Well, does that really prepare you? You see two quarterbacks. You don't know which quarterback you're going to see up against Cincinnati. Since you're seeing both of Newsom and Chris Coyer, does that give you a little extra advantage going out on the field on Saturday?
I guess so. We just know what we have to do, and we just can't make any mental errors. And if we do, we just have to keep going and play the next play and just give it everything we got.
Your coach, Steve Adazio, one thing when you guys had early on in the year, you had a lot of bye weeks. He said we want to get some consistency. You had some struggles as of late. I'm just curious as to what Steve Adazio's message has been to the players this week. How is he encouraging you guys to go out there and have a good showing on Saturday?
We just got to execute. We play football. We just need to have fun and just everyone do their responsibilities, and good things will happen for us.
Final one, this team, they've had some struggles as of late, as we mentioned. I'm just curious, what's the feel amongst the players right now?
Amongst our guys?
Yeah, amongst your guys, because you had two tough losses. You could have some deflation in that locker room. Well, what's the feeling amongst your guys?
All these guys are excited. We can't wait to get back out on the field. So, everyone's sort of anxious for Saturday, and we'll just be ready to roll.
Tyler, thanks so much for the time. I appreciate you. See you around campus. It's always great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Zach.